And a good Tuesday to you. Of course, all eyes are down here in the Caribbean as we continue to monitor Hurricane Melissa, a Category 5, just hours from landfall here in western Jamaica this morning. The winds are 175 miles per hour. This is a Category 5 hurricane. They have never had a Category 5 hurricane make a landfall in Jamaica, and that will happen this morning. You can see it is moving now toward the north-northeast at 7 miles per hour. So I'll take the icon off and you can just watch this clearly defined eye, which is measuring just over 11 miles wide. But you can see how it is jogging now toward the north, and the landfall is expected here in the western part of Jamaica. So Kingston is not going to bear the brunt of these hurricane force winds or the storm surge. That is going to be Tritely located just to the right or east of where this makes a landfall. I think the worst of that is going to be more focused toward Montego Bay. So the western side of Jamaica will have greater impacts than the eastern side. But this is a large hurricane, and those hurricane force winds do extend out about 30 miles from the center. So this will be devastating. Here is the track. OK, it is going to be a Category 5 as it moves over the western side of Jamaica. Then it reemerges into these really warm waters. And when it makes a second landfall late tonight or early Wednesday in Cuba, it is likely still going to be a Category 4. So more devastating impacts here as it crosses Cuba, eventually making its way through the southeastern Bahamas, impacting the Turks and Caicos as we get into later Wednesday. And then by Thursday night into Friday, it's getting closer to Bermuda as it heads up into the North Atlantic. So many land areas will be impacted here by Melissa. In terms of the rain, it is going to bring 30 to perhaps localized amounts of 40 inches of rain to parts of Jamaica, which is very hilly and mountainous. So that is going to lead to landslides. And then as you head up into eastern Cuba, there could be 10 to over 20 inches of rain as well. So flash flooding is going to be catastrophic, structural damage with the wind, and then of course the life-threatening storm surge, which could reach about 9 to 13 feet on the south coast of Jamaica, just east of where it makes a landfall. So continuing to monitor Melissa as it makes that historic landfall this morning. On our radar the next 12 hours, well, clouds are increasing. It's going to be a cool day, but relatively quiet. Our next threat, that comes in later Thursday into Friday morning in terms of heavy rain and also some gusty winds, which will linger into Halloween. But the rain itself moves out, and this weekend is looking dry and pretty pleasant overall. You can see what's happening right now. Some cloud cover working in on a northeasterly wind. So Boston, South Shore, and Cape cloudiest, brightest to the north and west, at least for now. Those clouds are going to continue to expand west and increase, though. We've got high pressure just north of the Great Lakes, and this storm here near the Carolinas, a little piece of that is going to miss us offshore tonight, but it may throw in just a few spotty showers near the coast and especially the Cape overnight. So it's mostly a dry day with those increasing clouds. Look at those northeasterly winds sustained around 15, gusting over 20 near the coast. Definitely a cool raw feel. Low 50s, the best we're doing in most areas, but when you go north of Route 2, could get into some mid 50s up into southern New Hampshire. Take a look at those clouds expanding again. Not much for rain into this evening. And then overnight, best chance of seeing a little bit of rain will be on the Cape, but a few showers could sneak closer to Boston as well. So we'll have that risk of at least some drizzle near the coast tomorrow morning. And then during the afternoon, clouds may break a little bit, but it's still a cool day, only in the low 50s tomorrow, as we mostly miss this storm going by off to the east. But the next one we are not going to miss. In fact, this one is going to track to our west as we get into Thursday night and Friday, and that's going to send a band of very heavy rain, which may be enhanced a little bit by a tropical connection from Hurricane Melissa well offshore. Just some of that tropical moisture may try to feed in and could enhance some of the rainfall amounts and bring us some downpours Thursday night into Friday morning. And that could lead to rainfall totals that do exceed 2 inches in a few spots. So a widespread 1 to 2 inches of rain, I think, on average, but there may be some localized spots, especially down toward the Cape, that do see over 2 inches of rainfall. Take a look on Futurecast. Is it going to be raining Thursday morning? No, I think we get through the morning commute dry, and then during the afternoon, here comes the rain working on in. So it's turning wet Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening with downpours Thursday night, exiting Friday morning, which means we're drying out for trick-or-treating. But as that storm lifts to the north, the wind is really picking up out of the west. So we will see some gusts over 30 miles per hour on Friday evening as the kids are trick-or-treating. Keep that in mind. But hey, we're making it into the 60s though, Thursday into Friday, and then we're cooling off for the weekend, looking dry. Don't forget, this is the weekend we turn those clocks back 1 hour. Sunset on Sunday at 4:35.